Today I'm going to be going over how to chop down a tree. This is like my bread and butter. It's what I've done a lot of. Um, Takes a long time to chop a tree down versus using a chainsaw, but it's like personal preference. And also, it's like I'm not doing this for a job. It's like a personal time thing, so it's more of a hobby, I guess. Yeah. I'm going to use 2 axes. This is a Collins axe. It's got a fiberglass handle. It's got I think it's a 4.5 pound head, so not terrible. It's pretty easy to use, but it's probably about to fall off the top. So that's why I have a backup axe, or actually my main axe, which it's a Hulksbrook axe head. It's a really nice axe head. I think it's a Kissa model. I don't know. And I broke the handle about 2 years ago, so we have this Trooper handle on it now. So whatever. Just fixed it actually last night again. So first things first, when you're actually trying to cut down a tree, you want to figure out where you're going to be dropping it. So for this instance, I'm trying to drop it in this direction. Basically, when you're doing this, you're going to start with 2 V's and trying to basically just center all of the cuts in a certain, general direction. And then once you get about halfway through, you'll start on the back, just trying to do a straight line basically to that V, so that it's going to lose that support that it has on the back end of the tree, and it's just going to roll over. It takes time, no matter what, when you're cutting with an axe. So it's never going to be quick, but some trees are quicker than others. I imagine this will take 2 to 3 hours. That is my guess. So we'll see. Here we go. Yep, nope. Don't forget your safety glasses. This is the tree I'm cutting down. It's fairly tall. It's the one that's dead center. I'm trying to make it fall. I'll show you where. In that direction, mostly, so we can still use it to harvest and stuff. So.
What I meant by when I said I was wrong is that if I was trying to do a kick stop, I should have done the opposite side first in a straight line, then proceeded to go in the direction where I wanted to. This tree is a little bit more tricky because it's heavily on one direction, but I should have done that instead of what I did here. A lot of what goes into cutting a tree down really is just persistence and, finding a groove to drive the axe into, and then also just realizing that you need to go in a pattern, basically. So during this, I'm going to start on one side, as you can see, and then I'm going to work my way around to the other side. And this is just so I can alleviate or eliminate more of the inside of the tree. Takes time, as always, but it makes it easier. You can't do it from you have to attack it at different angles, or you're not gonna it's not gonna go down, or it'll go down eventually, but like it's much faster if you do it the way I do it here. Throughout most of this video time lapse of me cutting the tree down, you're going to realize that I take a lot of breaks to rest, and that is because this is extremely exhausting to say the least, and the muscles are going to be screaming when you're doing this over long periods of time. So I drink a lot of water and take breaks every once in a while, because trying to do it all the way through it's just not efficient. You're not going to be as good as you are an hour in if you haven't slowed down at all or stopped. You're just going to be extremely tired, and you're going to be making weak cuts. So taking a break in between, drinking water, reassessing what you're doing, that's important. This is the moment that while I was talking to my buddy, I realized the tree is not going to go where I wanted it to go, based on the branches in the top being about a 4-foot displacement of a center of mass over where I wanted it to be, and I realized it was possibly going to hit my playset, or 180 degrees from where I wanted it to be, which is not what I intended. From this point forward, I realized I had to focus a lot more on the other side of the tree so that I could ensure that the tree didn't fall in the playset and fall within the playset, and I had a tetherball pole, so I was trying to thread the needle basically. That was the goal after this, since I realized I couldn't make it fall toward the water.
More, lower, or it's gonna fall down.
I started to realize that I needed to cut more on the right side heavy. So what I started to do is, you'll notice, I start cutting a little bit higher up on that far right side so that I can then get back into the center of it, because right now it's such a small margin to actually cut the tree that it's not actually doing anything. So you got to open it up a little bit more so you can actually remove more of it faster and also effectively, because hitting it in the same spot repeatedly doesn't really do much. But if you're able to take a chunk out, you're actually doing something.
I wouldn't get that close.
What is that?
I wouldn't be getting this close.
You wouldn't get that close?
No.
We're too close?
I don't know. Look at the top, Mom. It's leaning very heavily on the one side. It's like, can you feel that? Yeah.
It's gonna hit the playset.
I'm trying to angle it, but it's not easy to angle a tree.
It's gonna hit the playset.
I hope not. What in the heck is going on? I can hear it.
Going down. The playset's gone.
Not exactly.
it.